Now, before moving into Humayun's son's Akbar, that we will discuss separately in it because we have a whole new chapter completely about Akbar, let's learn a few things about Sher Shah. Now, Sher Shah's father was a Jagirdar in Bihar, and Sher Shah was also an able general who worked in Babur's army for about 20 years. Now, Sher Shah was an ambitious man and he wanted to drive out the Mughals from India. So, as a result, he attacked Humayun twice. Once in the year 1539, that is in the Battle of Chausa, and one in the year 1540, that is the Battle of Kannauj. And after defeating Humayun, Sher Shah became the new ruler of India, and he also took the title Sher Shah Suri. And he died in the year 1545 AD. Now, few of Sher Shah's achievements are that he strengthened his army, he built a strong spy system, he organized the revenue system, he built network of roads, and he also introduced the coin of Rupaya for the first time in India. Now, the next Mughal king we'll discuss is about Akbar the Great. We'll discuss very briefly in this chapter because we have a whole new chapter about Akbar. We will discuss there. Now, Akbar is regarded as one of the greatest ruler of the Mughal dynasty. Now, one interesting thing about Akbar is that he became the king at a very young age. He was just 14 years of age when he became the king. And since he was very young, a very good friend of his father, Bairam Khan, became his guardian. Then, soon after becoming the king, Akbar defeated Hemu in the second battle of Panipat and occupied Delhi in the year 1556 AD. After capturing Delhi, he then marched towards south and even north and defeated many Rajput kings and extended his empire. Then he also later on made or maintained a very good relation with Rajput rulers, which we shall discuss in the next chapter. Then one important thing that Akbar did was he introduced the Mansabdari system. Now, what is exactly Mansabdari system? Now, Mansab means actually officers. Now, each officers or Mansab had to maintain horses and even soldiers according to their ranks. And the number of soldiers may range from 10 to 10,000. Then the salary of the Mansab is decided or based upon their status. And these Mansabs also have to keep the records of horses. So this is the Mansabdari system. And Akbar died in the year 1605. So this is a brief account of Akbar the Great. Now, next, Jahangir. Now, Jahangir was the son of Akbar, and he ascended the throne in the year 1605 AD. Now, when Jahangir came and sat on the throne, soon he introduced many useful reforms. And few of his reforms are, number one, chain of justice. Now, what is chain of justice? Now, what Jahangir did was he hung a bell attached with a long chain, and whosoever, the general public, had any complaint against any person, it may be even officer, they can come, ring the bell. Jahangir himself will come at the balcony and listen to his complaint or the grievance, and he would immediately give justice to the people. This was chain of justice. Next, his another reform was he built many sariyas. Now, sariyas were actually shelter where travelers could come and take rest. In fact, people from other kingdom or far off distant, like merchants, when they come to his kingdom, they can even store their grains or whatever articles they have brought along with them for selling. Then he also dug many wells for the welfare of the people. Then next, he prohibited the sales and manufacture of wine. And then he also abolished many taxes. Apart from this, there are also other reforms that he had done, but we'll just discuss here in this chapter about this briefly. The next, Jahangir and Europeans. Now, what is the relation? Now, during Jahangir's reign, two well-known foreign travelers came to his court. The first who came was William Hawkins, and the second who came was Sir Thomas Roe. Both these two Europeans, English ambassadors, they stayed in Jahangir's court for 3 years, both of them, not together. First William Hawkins and then second Sir Thomas Roe. And at last, Sir Thomas Roe was able to get trading permission from Jahangir for the King of England. Then Nur Jahan. Now, who is Nur Jahan? Nur Jahan was the wife of Jahangir. She was very beautiful and intelligent, and slowly Nur Jahan started to gain power, and she had already influenced. Jahangir already came under her influence, and in the meantime, Nur Jahan started not only sat beside Jahangir in the darbar, but she also started to sign orders or give orders on behalf of Jahangir. In fact, in few coins along with Jahangir, Nur Jahan's face was also been inscripted. Then policy of expansion. Just like all the other Mughal rulers, Jahangir also followed the policy of expansion. Like his father, Jahangir continued to extend his empire. He tried to bring Mewar under his control, and then he also succeeded in defeating and capturing the fort of Chittor. However, he was not successful in his campaign in the south. But during his rule, he conquered Kangra, that is now in Punjab. He conquered Kharda, that is in Odisha. Kishtwar, that is Kashmir. So these are the few kingdoms that Jahangir conquered when he was the king. Now, the next Mughal king we'll discuss is about Shah Jahan. Now, Shah Jahan was the son of Jahangir, who sat on the throne in 1628 after the death of his father Jahangir. Now, just like his father, Shah Jahan also started the conquest or continued the conquest policy and expanded the Mughal Empire. He led a number of military campaigns during his rule, and in fact he also crushed the rebellion of Khan Jahan Lodi, who was then the governor of Deccan. He also checked the power of the Bundelas. Remember Bundelas? The ruler of Bundelkhand. Then Shah Jahan also captured the kingdom of Ahmednagar in the year 1636. Then the other kingdoms which he had captured were Bijapur and Golconda. And he appointed his son Aurangzeb as the viceroy of Deccan. Now, Shah Jahan is also known as a great builder in Indian history. He had spent a huge amount of money to build several monuments or structures in and around Agra and Delhi. And to collect that revenue or to collect money to build those monuments, he also increased the land tax, and as a result, the peasants or the farmers' life became very miserable. And we all know that Shah Jahan has built monuments like Red Fort, Taj Mahal, and many others. Now let's discuss about Taj Mahal, how Taj Mahal came into being. Now, Shah Jahan's beautiful wife Mumtaz Mahal, and she was very highly educated, and Shah Jahan was very deeply in love with Mumtaz Mahal. But unfortunately, Mumtaz died while giving birth to a son. And in her memory, Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan. And this shows how truly Shah Jahan loved his wife Mumtaz Mahal. Then in the year 1657 AD, Shah Jahan fell ill. And soon after he fell ill, there was war of succession among his son. And at last, Aurangzeb, who came out to be the most powerful, defeated the other brothers and became the new Mughal king. And soon after Aurangzeb became the king, he imprisoned his father Shah Jahan, and at last Shah Jahan died in the year 1666 AD. So this is a brief account of Shah Jahan. So now let's recall what we have learned. So we learned that Sher Shah Suri, who was an Afghan ruler who defeated Humayun and became the new ruler of Delhi. Then we also discussed about Sher Shah's achievement, such as he built many network of roads, he introduced the coin of rupiah, he also introduced the postal system, he strengthened his army. So these are few achievements of Sher Shah Suri. Then after that we also discussed about Jahangir. Now Jahangir was the son of Akbar. Then Jahangir also introduced many policies, that is, he made many reforms, such as he introduced the chain of justice, that is, if he hung a bell with a chain in front of his palace, so that anyone who has any complaint against any officer or any person can come and ring the bell, and Jahangir will or would listen to him. Then we also discuss about Noor Jahan, who was very intelligent and a beautiful wife of Jahangir. And Jahangir was very much influenced by Noor Jahan. Then we also discuss about William Hawkins and Sir Thomas Roe, who were the two English ambassadors who visited Jahangir and even stayed in his court for 3 years. And then we also discuss about Jahangir's conquest. We also discuss about Akbar, one of the greatest king of the Mughal dynasty. Then we discuss that how at the very early age of 14, Akbar sat on the throne. Then we also discuss about his victory in the second battle of Panipat against Himu. Then we also discuss about Akbar conquering many kingdoms and defeating the Rajput kings. Then Akbar also introduced the Mansabdari system. Remember Mansabdari system? Where every officer was given a rank called as or known as Mansab. And the salary of the officers were given according to their status. And also they have to maintain a number of soldiers ranging from 10 to 10,000. And then he died in the year 1605 AD. Then we also discuss about Shah Jahan, the son of Jahangir, who ascended the throne in the year 1628 AD. Then we also learn that soon after ascending the throne, he, just like his father and other Mughal king, continued the expansion policy. So he too conquered many kingdoms and expanded his empire. Then Shah Jahan was also a great builder, and during his reign he built many monuments. One fine example is the Taj Mahal. Apart from that, he also built Red Fort and Jama Masjid and many others. And at the end, he died in the year 1666 AD at Agra Fort. The Agra Fort was the place where his son Aurangzeb had imprisoned him, and from there, from the Agra Fort, he spent his last days gazing at the Taj Mahal across the Yamuna River. Now after this, at the end, I'm going to give you a few questions, and you all have to write very brief answers to those questions.